'cause I know that it's something real. Gonna say how I feel, 'cause I know that it's something real. Hey, hey. Gonna say how I feel, 'cause I know that it's something real.
Well, hi everybody. How are you this evening? It has been a glorious sunset tonight for us here in the Northwest. Cold as all get out. It's in the 20s. It hasn't really gotten above 29, I think, today, maybe. And it's been sunny, and the wind is just, wind coming off the water is biting. Yeah, so, but, yeah. I was worried I was going to have a little late time getting here because I came back downstairs and my computer had quit and was restarting, but I had had way too many things open for my old guy. Haven't moved over everything to my new laptop to run things. So my old one was complaining because I had too many things open. Yeah. So, did you like that little opening bit, those different things? It's World Tile Day. Okay, that was, I thought, okay, we've got to be able to put the illustrations tonight in the book tonight. I just seem to fit with that. Plus mosaic and the whole thing, that whole idea going with that. And that's what I went with. So I had some fun putting that one together. Anyway, it is good to see everybody here tonight. Let's see, checking in. We have, I saw that Angie was here, and yes, Aldo was out doing his little running around, and then I did, Jack saw it. You like that, Jack, with the raccoons? Yes, Aldo has had, I mean, the last couple of 3 days, we could not figure out what his problem was. He would, like in the middle of the night, he'd need to get up and go out, and he would go out in the yard, and instead of like running out doing his business and coming back in, he went out last night and he went out to the very far corner and laid down. I was like, oh no, buddy, it is 1:30 in the morning. You are not, and it's 20 degrees. You are not laying down out here, and I am not hanging around. But he wanted to, oh, it was very strange. And then he basically didn't sleep most of the night, just sat on the end of the bed watching out the hall. Couldn't get what was going on. And Bob went out and said, yeah, come look at this, and found the raccoon tracks, if you saw the shorts, all along the railing of our upper deck, which means that the raccoon had to come up the front, the way that the paws when it came up the front deck, jumped up there, walked along, and he probably went to the backyard. Yeah, all those, he gets mad at raccoons. They tend to cross the road out in front of our house, and he always gets really mad, barks at him, and scratches. So, being the tough guy. Oh, hi Dee, nice to have you here, Deirdre. And yes, I was watching Artapalooza too. Gloria's here, yay! And I said, Jack's, hi Jack, hi y'all. Great, best day in a long time, yay! I'm glad to hear that. Back to lurking. It's always good when you have a good day. That's nice to have. Lots of ooh-la-las. And Nathan's at a doctor's appointment. Good, I hope he's getting healthy. Donna, I missed the opening, but I'm here for this story. Ah, yeah, You can always go back and watch the opening down there. It was kind of fun with a little bit of because it's World Tile Day. And so I had to come up with some things. So I found these backgrounds of tiles and mosaics and different kind of weird things for videos in Canva. And then I layered some stuff on top of it. It was kind of fun. Plus, well, the story had a little bit of extra to it. And Janice is here. Yeah, Aldo will go out after him. It's actually cold here. Snuggle up and feel more comfy with being in this. Oh, good. Yeah, my hands are very cold today. And my feet are cold, and yeah, it's just, But, yeah, Janice, I saw you guys on I was watching Artapalooza earlier. Yay. Jack and Deirdre. All right. A good day. You broke your light. Oh, no. Yay, coming tomorrow. New light. Lights break, I tell you. All kinds of things. I think I have this one. I have one over here that I have it. It's on a little tripod type thing, but the tripod's going to fall off the edges, so I gaffer taped it to my to the pole that holds my other camera. Oh well, that's the way. So for tonight, you guys, I have some things. I decided I'm going to try something a little bit different with the book. I have the physical book right here that I'm going to read, but sometimes it doesn't show you guys the best light for it and the best details. Still working on that. So I found it through Libby. That's the app I use to check out books from different places, and I was able to check it out. So I have it as the book on my iPad, so I'm going to test it tonight. You guys will have to let me know what you think if you're able to see the book a little better. Anyway, so tonight's book is by a gentleman named Dan Santat, and Dan is an American author and an illustrator, and he's known for his children's books. His book, I remember, the first one I really ran into of his was The Adventures of Beagle, which is The Adventures of Beagle, the Unimaginary Friend. And that won the Caldecott in 2015. And I had it in the library. The kids loved it. It was such a good book. And he's also wrote The Guild of Geniuses, and he created the Disney Channel animated series, The Replacements. Well, that's pretty cool. He was born in Brooklyn, Art Center's College of Design, and he's done a whole lot of things, and has a real interesting. His website the website I put in the link was about this book, and then you could go there, and then he had a Tumblr site that had a whole bunch of his work on it. But he was born in 1975 to Thai immigrants in Brooklyn, and before moving to California when he was 3. And his first children's book was The Guild of Geniuses, and it was published in 2004. I don't remember that one. He was the illustrator for the first Nanny Piggins book and the first Otto Undercover, which is a book by Rhea Perlman. That's really funny. Okay, so if you know Rhea Perlman's work, you've got to know that her book's funny, and then Otto Undercover is great. So I thought it would be a fun book to read, and since it's World Tile Day, the illustrations kind of fit with that. So the book I'm reading tonight is called After the Fall. And it is, well, it's the story of, whoops, wrong book. See? After the Fall. Yeah. Who do you think that is? Yep, we've got Humpty Dumpty. How Humpty Dumpty got back up again. I love this book. Hi, Julie E. Nice to have you here. Yay. Yep, Janice, Angie. Okay, checking in, Donna's. Good. We got a good crew tonight. So this is the book called, by Dan Santat, called After the Fall. You know, to answer that question, what did happen to Humpty Dumpty after he fell off the wall? Like I said, this is on my iPad. So I'm swinging it's showing so that's why you don't see the outside of the book, because I have the book right here. But I'm trying this as a little different format so that maybe it has better illustrations. And yeah, you see on the cover, this is what gave me the idea for because it went with World Tile Day, the square kind of things and the tiles and the squareness of the letters, and up in the part of the just under the wall. So that's what that was my reasoning, as weird as it may be. Who knows why it came to me that way. After the Fall, how Humpty Dumpty got hit back up again. A story by Dan Santat. I love the ivy work. Now, this book, fair warning, he has a fair number of funny little jokes tucked into the illustrations, and we'll come back to those but be on the watch for them. And sometimes, yeah, they're just funny little things. So, Humpty Dumpty the Egg. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. Back there, on the wall behind him on the sign, it says Daily News. Famous bird watcher claims top prize. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. I'm going to make this a little bigger, see if you can see the name of that. Oh, good, you can see this. I can do this. The name of the cereal, Briings. Briings. Instead of all the fancy sugary stuff. There we go. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day, I kept trying and trying until I got it right. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. I almost walked away again. But then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time, until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Look at the cracks. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. And learned how to fly. Yay! And off he goes. Life begins when you get back up. I love that. I love that he put together that there was an egg and that it finally hatched and flew, and oh my gosh, Humpty Dumpty. Yes! Well, let's see what you guys think here about this. Woohoo! Yes. Hi, Julie. Sneeze. Oh, you're kidding. You're kidding. It is a great book. I'm glad. I have that on my bookcase in my office. That's awesome, Donna. Oh. Yay, Joanne's here. You made it. I'm with you, Humpty, no judgment. There we go. All right. Joanne made it. Nathan, I don't think Nathan made it. He's at a doctor's appointment. Soaring, yes, he's soaring at the end. Just keep climbing. Hi, Jeff. That was so cool. Isn't it a cool book? So, I love the fact of the book, but that was a surprise. She says, yeah, it took me a couple times before I got it, and then I went, egg, bird, hatch, boom, fly. I love it. No wonder he was a bird watcher, and he was a famous bird watcher. I love to sit up high on the fence. That was just, I didn't catch it at first, neither did I. I was just returning from the shutdown. Wow, it's an awesome twist. You're crying. Okay, that's classic. That's just classic. I love it. And oh, I know, such a cool twist. So cool. I love, though, how he puts all of these little, that twist. You see the cracks start to happen on this page right here, in and about. I wonder if any part of it's cracking when he's climbing up the stairs. Nope. King's there, but just the different little things about the whole thing in the bird, just the funny little jokes throughout the things. So now here I want to know what your idea, what do you think of the book being on the iPad? I mean, it made it pretty smooth to read. Some of them won't work as well. They were his feathers. I thought they were felt leaves. The first time I saw it too, I thought they were leaves. I had to sit down and I read it again because at first it did not make sense to me. And I was like, I'm missing something here. Okay, you know. But takes that second look at him. When he started cracking, yes, feathers. I love it. And he soars. And he learned to fly. Boom, look at those. The egg all over the place. There goes the Band-Aid. His pants, his shirt and his tie. Everything goes flying. And all that. I wonder what that says in Thai. I bet you that says something in Thai. I bet it does. Most of the time, those things. Life begins when you get back up. Pretty cool. Yep. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought, what? How did he fall again? What a crazy way to end the thing. It was a beautiful story. I thought it was very cool. So along with that, you'll let me know what you think of me using the iPad over the book. It made it so that I could expand on some parts, which was kind of cool, and not have to worry about focusing in. But now I'm going to close that down, move it, and pull over another book. And I don't have it checked out because today was World Tile Day, and with this being World Tile Day, yeah, craziness. Let's see if I can get this. I had this book that I had checked out of the library just to look up about tiles. There goes the iPad over there. And it had 1,000 tiles, and it's 10 centuries of decorative ceramics. And in the opening, it showed that, last night you said, no, it's not a twofer. It's a big, thick book. I wish it was a twofer. I'm going to show with it. So last night, when I went back to show you the opening again, some of these, and you guys said, oh, where'd she go? She didn't say goodbye. I forgot that when I go back and do that, it mutes my microphone automatically. So I was still here and not, I was just yammering away like a crazy girl. Crazy. Just like that little girl used to say to me, crazy hair, Mrs. Shepherd. I was just that crazy teacher. But I started looking at that about different kind of tiles because I have always thought that they mosaics and tiles and everything like that, and some were really cool. And for inspiration, you look at different places that are tiled and some that they've been around for thousands of years. And it's kind of a cool thing to look at for inspiration for your art. I have found ones where like entire Beatrix Potter type books have been done in tiles. There's been storybooks. There's the old Asian ones. Those are English Delft examples. Those are Delft. Just as beautiful. The Syrian and Egyptian. This book had so much stuff. So I thought I would show it to you guys when you're looking for hints and ideas and what to do and inspiration and color palettes and things like that. It's to look at mosaics and tiles. This has it goes through the centuries. So it's literally Ilkhanid tiles. Those are from 1304 to 1325, some of these. This is the 13th to 16th centuries. I mean, that they did the different kinds in all different places. Look at that. That's like Aisher type way back before Aisher was ever around. And, you know, cupids and fruit and all kinds of stuff. And then there was religious ones. unusual techniques that people did, all different kinds of stuff. It just had so much to follow. And the Dutch tiles, all over the world. It's really what's fascinated me was that tiles were not something that were just from a single country or a single area. They were kind of a universal thing all around the world, in different places. I watched a video last night of these handmade tiles in was like in India, and people that did full paintings and everything. So that got me this idea of thought. I go, okay, we could maybe do. I've seen, I saw a thing on doing transfers, like photo transfers and stuff. And I thought, oh, I have all these tiles because I get tiles for Layla. Okay, you guys see that? Okay, ceramic tiles at Habitat for Humanity. They always have tons, cheap. I mean, sometimes 3 cents a tile, sometimes 5 cents a tile. I think the most I've paid is 6 cents a tile. Depends on who's at the cash register. But seriously, so I got those and I thought, oh, we could do something there. All right. So I had this idea to do a photo transfer, to take one of the photos, one of the images that one of you guys had done, and do this photo transfer and see what it turned out like. I didn't have the right kind of medium, so I tried something else. I was supposed to have matte medium, Liquitex matte medium, and then this was a simple way that didn't need the Mod Podge and then sit overnight and do all this stuff. And I was trying this. I didn't have it. So I tried pouring medium and Mod Podge mixed. Started to work, but didn't quite get what it is. It transferred some of it, but didn't transfer this. And it was not a lot of fun. And it wasn't working so great. So I tried something else. I thought, what the heck? Why do I have to transfer the dang photo? Why don't I just put the photo on? So I took a little Miss Rory and a picture that I got off her, and the colors kind of blended. And I just put Mod Podge down underneath, slapped her on there, and let it dry and put another layer on it. And then I put a spray of acrylic, polyacrylic on it. Did that today. It's so easy to do. And I thought, because Layla's coming over, and these are an activity that she could do to make coasters for her Auntie Bryn and her mom for Mother's Day. Not a bad idea, huh? So they're really pretty easy to do. It's really, really easy. The other thing, I tried one of the neurographic things on it. And I was using, so what I used for that was these guys, the Arteza acrylic markers. And they painted on there pretty well. The black didn't work so well, so I was going to try to go over it with my regular black marker. Oh yeah, I can go back over it with a regular black marker, and then I could seal these. So some of your work that you guys do, if you wanted to, something that you thought was really nice and you wanted to preserve it, you could print it out and just do a simple thing like this and to put it on a tile, have a different kind of way to do it. I know if you have a beautiful bloom or a beautiful pour that's bigger, but you want to have maybe another one that goes with it, something smaller like this. So this was the, I don't have all the surprise craft idea and what can I do. And I know that at least Layla loves to make stuff for people for Mother's Day and things like that. And she doesn't really, I mean, she'd much rather go out, make something rather than buy something. And I think that that's better. I mean, not better, but different, but try not to judge. But for her, it's more satisfying. And I think when she gives them, I know the things that she makes and that I love it. And these are things that Buddy could do, her little brother too. And I could do with, who's Donna going off? Good night, dinner just arrived. Donna, oh yeah, we're having waffles for dinner. Yes, Bob got a new waffle iron. Okay, this story behind the waffle iron. Seriously, the waffle iron that we have is one that was given to us as a wedding present. We were married in 1977. The only older waffle iron in the family is the one my sister has, and it's Mom's. So it's the one I grew up with. So that waffle iron is like, I seriously, I'm 65, and Patty says she remembers it. Patty's 10 years older than me. She's 75. She remembers it as a little kid, and she still uses it. Has one of those cords on it that has the wire wrap around it and then the funny color on it. Oh, the weird prongs. Oh my gosh. Anyway, our waffle iron was being crazy and just, you couldn't even move it. I'm totally, okay, waffles look like a tile, right? This is somewhat associated. I'm stretching it. So Bob is kind of a perfectionist when it comes to his cooking, and that's just the way he is. That's it. The kitchen's his, cooking's his. It's what he does. He loves to make. So when the waffle iron went kind of wackadoo the other day, and the waffle that he made for me turned to like air because it crisped it up so much so fast that it just like poof, had no solid interior. It was so funny. It was literally, I was like, oh, okay. So he bought himself a new waffle iron, and he's all excited to have waffles for dinner. So we're going to have waffles for dinner. Go with tiles tonight. So anyway, tiles things, I thought it would be a fun thing to do, and just an idea, different thing. And I thought, I'm going to keep this one of little Rory. Little baby Goo is too darn cute for her own good. And yeah, it's too much fun. So anyway, this cool book, it's called 1,000 Tiles, 10 Centuries of Decorative Ceramics. And seriously, the ideas, the color palettes that you guys could get of different things and different ideas to paint and things, and narrative and figurative, portraits. People did portraits. Then, of course, there's William Morris, who's the famous, very famous for all of his style. There's William Morris wallpaper with his tiles, too, in the style of the British arts and crafts tiles. All of that goes on and on. Oh, dragons. Look at those guys, and snakes, and dodo birds. Yes, look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that one. I mean, the ideas and the things that you could do on tiles are just amazing. Printed sources, some are motifs, and then when they fall apart and break it, and then solid pieces that are broken up and used in mosaics. Mosaics are a whole nother thing. In the opening part, that city, I'm not quite sure where that was, but I know that I have a friend that her family's from Mexico and really big on mosaics and that kind of tiling down there. Look at those. Art Deco tiles. All kinds of things. So tiles would be a fun thing to do. I have to come up with an activity, modernist, or something that is not as dull as trying to transfer. Oh, look at those. Cool. So that's what I wanted to share with those ideas of when you're looking for ideas and where to go. Grab an art book out of and maybe not a traditional art book. And this was all about when I was looking on the National Day calendar, like World Tile Day. I wonder, what's those? And there's just so many and so varied. They're just, look at these. It's really, oh my goodness. So these have raised things on them, obviously with resin and whatnot, but raised portions. This looks like stuff you'd see up here in the Northwest. I love these. And then these are fired, just fired pieces. You know, fired glass and different kinds. I love this kind. That's the abstract in me that likes that kind of stuff. Anyway, that was what that was all about, was tiles. And I was going to show you this beforehand. So that's the thing about this too. If you do it with this kind of stuff, if I take alcohol, I can scrape that off if I don't like it, which I don't like it. But this one, yeah, that one's going upstairs. Good for goo. Yay, hey. So you guys sent me in some pictures, and I stuck these. Joanne sent me in a bunch of some stuff she's been doing, and I wanted to show them. It's because she had tile in the middle, right there. Look at those. I thought this fit was. She was sharing with me some of the work that she's been doing. I thought that was very cool. And then other ones that were in the round and some things she'd done. Where? And, hang on, something happened again. Oh, does this to me. There we go. All right. And then Deirdre has her neurographic piece and her cat. Look at what she did with the cat. Yay! I love it. I love how she did a neurographic cat. That's great, Deirdre. I love it. This is and the original one with the orange and blue and green. So cool. I'm far too heavy-handed when I do that. But maybe it's just what I need, you know. I'm just thinking. And then Julie E. Yeah, she sent me her pooch. A picture of the pooch for Aldo to see. Aldo needed to see a buddy. Now, Julie, I have to tell you that if I used to have Aldo would probably, he tends to take the kids' stuffed animals and just carry them away. And you never quite know what he's going to do with them. He just carries them or gets them and then sits with them. I did have a dog that Sam used to take the eyes out of them instantly. Any stuffed animal he saw, he would take the eyes out of it, and then he was fine with it. Very strange. All right, let's check in before we have everybody. Donna had to go. Oh. The last time I had a waffle that didn't pop out of a toaster. Yeah, Bob's making Belgian waffles. The only time he doesn't make waffles from scratch really is like if the grandkids are here and they have certain kinds that they like, but they do like it if Bampa does make his special ones once in a while. They were kind of skeptical at first, and then they were like, whoa, these are kind of cool. So yeah, that. And then when he makes pancakes, the girls remember it, and they'll tell him, oh, you're going to ask Bampa to make golden fluff cakes, because that was what he called pancakes. He called them golden fluff cakes. Yeah. Pancakes, regular, but they got a name, and so they were like the spectacular, wonderful things to eat before you went to swim meets and stuff like that. So, all right. Hi, Mo. Oh, Art Flow by Mona's here, just popping in. Nice to have you here. Oh, I have to go back and watch. Yay, Mona. I'm going to go back and watch that. Yeah, there's no worry. I'm glad you like that, Joanne. I thought with your tile piece, I thought those pieces you've done were gorgeous. It's good to see. Yep, jumped. Julie jumped at the applause. It switched my sound, so I didn't know if you could hear it, but I saw my little sound register thing going, ee! So I thought, oh, okay, they're hearing it. It was just, yeah, nice, Joanne. Choked on me. I shouldn't bore you. So just so you know, I'm going to, okay, get ready. I have applause. Yeah, let's see. There we go. We have Angie. She chokes on it. Let's see, what can we give Angie? Like a bicycle horn? I have several sound effects, and I could bring them in. There's an air horn, a triangle. There's a few of them, not that many, but uh-oh, jumped. I am excited to go back and watch Mona. I did not get to see it earlier today, but I will go back and see. Yay! Art, yeah, I love the creativity that everybody takes on different things with this and how you take your own spin on it. Doing that, Deirdre mixing the neurographic art that is on the left side, and then taking that and applying that kind of thought to the Kelly Light cat. It's just, wow. Blows me away. I would never even really think to do that. So anyway, you guys, it was really, I hope you enjoyed the story. I hope I didn't see any don't use your iPad comments. Nobody seemed to object to it. But what it does, by doing that, I'm able to find several other books that I couldn't find at our library, or I didn't have, or I think of, and I find them on there, and I can check them out, and it's like, yes. So it's great to have that ability to hop in and get them and have them there to read. And I think sometimes, especially like in tonight's book, where part of the illustration was a little dark in the actual book, to be able to expand it and to see things and to have it take up most of the screen was pretty cool. I like that. So, yummy. So relaxing. Yay. I really like that cat. I do too. Yeah, see? Lots of things. She likes the cat. Brilliant. Yep. Julie loved the story tonight. Always get my heart, especially live. Oh my gosh. Now I'm all at Twitter. I have to go back and see what this was all about, because music is kind of, I oftentimes don't listen to it enough, but when I really need to, it's where I go. It's where I have to go to really take me to different places. And so that's why, I spend a little bit of time picking and choosing the songs that go with that opening, just because I want it to fit and I want it to go with that. And that part of doing that opening is part, for me, a really kind of a release of creativity in some ways. And that was kind of nice to do. So I'm glad you guys liked it. And we're going to, have a feeling the waffles are getting ready. Waffles and blueberries and bacon. Yes, breakfast for dinner, you guys. How to make a great day really good. Have breakfast for dinner. Yes. And maybe pretend that my Bailey's is a glass of milk. How's that? Oh, I'm so sad. So sad. All right, you guys. It has been delightful and a lot of fun. And I am just really happy that you liked the book and that Donna has had it. And after the fall, what happens to Humpty Dumpty afterwards? Life begins when you get back up. Okay, you guys, have a great evening. Have a great tomorrow. I'll catch you tomorrow night. But until then, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you, and it lives inside you every moment. See you soon.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feeling alright, we won't go home, we will just stay here downtown.
Oh, hi Helen, I didn't see you.
There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous. We could be famous.
Hi Jack. Hi Gloria.
You blow my mind. Looking
Angie.
like a
Hi
mile
Mona.
better than the usual. Yeah,
Hi
you don't even
Deidre.
try. Not average
Hi,
or
Janice.
typical. I put you
Hi,
on
Joanne.
a pedestal. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could